My name is Kala, Arvind Kala. What does cash in circulation mean? Cash in circulation means the currency notes lying around with people like this. Now, let me tell you my story. I've been in here in Manali, Himachal Pradesh for the last 1 month, and I intend staying for another 4 months. Now, you know that that moron chief of the Reserve Bank. Many times he has come that he has announced that you can change 20,000 at a time. So fine, as I said, I'm in Manali, and mercifully I have a man Friday to do my chores. So I sent him a 2,000 rupee notes to get 20,000, and my Aadhaar card was needed, so that he showed it to him. I put a letter also saying my name is Arvind Kala, and I put my signature so they can match my signature. And this is an HDFC, which is the best performing bank in India. And they said, no, the guy has to come personally. Imagine, to draw out my own money from my account or whatever, or change my account. They're asking me to present myself personally. Now, Mr. Modi, do you know what a nightmare it is for people in India? India has 93 million people over the age of 65, Mr. Modi. This is your own 2011 census saying. And of them, plus 80 and over are 1.3 million. So are these people scattered all over villages going to go 30, 40 kilometers to change 20,000 rupees? No, this is going on with me right now. And India has 640,000 villages. And how much of cash in circulation is this? This is 80 lakh crore notes like this, like the one I'm holding in my hand, which means every day there needs to be 800,000 such transactions. This of 20 people who are exchanging 20,000. But in the vast villages and little towns of India, there may be an old chap with two or three notes, etc., etc. Is he going to go to a bank? Because if the bank requires him to be personally and to be an account holder, no, he could have opened an account to Union Bank in his son's home, who he visits. Now, he comes to his village and there's no Union Bank, so he can't change his 2 3. He can't change his 2 3 notes. I mean, this is the kind of nightmare that Modi has unleashed. 800,000 transactions a day of these, and if you have those guys who are changing two notes and three notes, it'll work out to probably 25,000 transactions, 25,000 to sorry, 800 multiplied by this 2,000. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. What has this guy done to people? I mean, you can't even keep your own money. A poor man can't keep his own money. Now, let me repeat my story of my village, which in Uttarakhand, which I go to. Now, there's a state bank there. My village is, a guy can go to state bank. Suppose he has 2 lakhs, and he goes to state bank in 2,000 rupee notes. He wants to change them. Now, he has to make 10 trips, and from my village to that state bank is 11 kilometers. Going like this, he changes 20,000. How is he to come back? There is no bus. There's only one bus in the evening. So across Orissa, Bihar, UP, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, this is the state of people. You can't change your own money. You can't send a servant or a helper. No, because they don't wait. And the HDFC is saying, no, sir, these are rules. So now I have to go to change my own money from my own bank, the so-called best bank of India. And today there are only 116 days left before the September 19th deadline works out. And you minus 16 Sundays from that, and that's 100 days. And you minus 3 4 other holidays like Swami Chutianand's birthday or something, and another 4 5 days goes on that. So what the hell, yeah? And let me add at this point that there's a law called the law of unintended consequences. Now, Mr. Modi, is the kind of guy who heads for Madras and lands up in Bombay, and then he changes direction, corrects himself, and he wants to go to Calcutta, but he land up in Chandigarh. That is typical of him. Now, about the law of intended consequences, what happens? A free market comes to work. There are chaps who will say, okay, I'll keep 5% or 10%. You give me your money, and he will organize it. I saw the same story playing out in Delhi. In fact, and Mr. Modi's doesn't intend this. It is this minor demonetization and the earlier major one were cause brought about terrific redistribution of wealth, because any guy who had 5 lakhs or something, he would give 10% commission. So if it was 5 lakhs, he would keep 4.5 lakhs, and 50,000 he would hand out to whoever changed the money from him. So from him, the government didn't get back the money. It's just that the guy with 5 lakhs, he had to give 50,000. The guy with 10 lakhs had to give 1,000. So that's how it works out. Spontaneous market crops up. That is the nature. They were queuers, professional queuers, who were standing at bank lines. The same kind of thing would be happening there. In my case, I don't have many of these 2,000 rupee notes, but people would exchange them. It's not that difficult. There'll be touts who'll do it for you. They'll find people, etc., etc. Now, what I did was, instead of I got 20,000 change, because I have my cook in Manali. He went to his bank, handed over 10 notes of mine, and he got 500 rupee notes, and then he passed those 20,000 to me. So people would be doing it at a huge scale. And another thing they've begun is, they've started doling out 200 rupee notes and 100 rupee notes. Now, if I've got a stack of 10,000 rupees of 100 rupee notes, and I want to buy, say, something like 4,000 rupees worth a shirt or something like that. Now I have to count 4,000 in cash, like that, 40 times. Then the shopkeeper counts. What the hell, yeah? Why are you complicating everybody's life? Then why don't you introduce 10 rupee notes, so that all of India spends all its time not in working, but in counting 10 rupee notes? This is the kind of thing Mr. Modi does. I don't know. Then there's the law of unintended consequences also. If you harass people, what the hell are they? They're not going to vote for you. And the elections are the 4, 5 elections, and you bother people, etc., etc. A guy in my village who has 2 lakhs that he is kept to add a room. Do you think if he has to make 10 trips to a bank and then wait for a bus to bring him back, he's going to vote for you? So, Mr. Modi, this thing's going to boomerang on you. I don't know why you engage in this foolishness, utter foolishness. Please mend your ways, yeah. Don't bother people. If you can't do anything for them, don't harass them at least. Like I am harassed. I have to go 1.5 kilometers, and I've got a man Friday who I pay money to. So instead of him doing my chores, and I'm doing my own chores. What the hell, yeah? Come on, yeah. Okay, folks, I'll bid you goodbye. See you later, alligator.